Alright guys, it's Kona here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're actually going to be doing a little bit of fun doing Gen 3 OU team building. So I had an idea of basically doing a series where each episode we start by building a team, just trying to only spend about 10-15 minutes building the team. I don't know too crazy much about Gen 3 OU, but I thought this would be fun to do. But my idea is I'm also going to do it to where I'm going to get a randomizer, and the randomizer one randomized Pokemon, and that's kind of the Pokemon I have to build the team around. So we can go ahead and get to the randomizer, and we're here on this site, and I just have it to where it's going to generate one Pokemon. It's going to be only from Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, because those are the only generations out at the time. It can be all types, but only fully evolved one, not including not fully evolved Pokemon, which should include base form, if I'm not mistaken. Might as well just because matter. Let's go ahead and generate and see what we get. Crawdaunt. So we're gonna be building the team on Gen 3 Crawdaunt. So going here, when we get the Crawdaunt, you may quickly realize he's terrible in this generation. Hyper Cutter. Okay, I guess. Let's see, what are even our options with moves for it? We definitely want to run Brick Break for T-Tar. I think we run Knockoff just because of the utility. And maybe we get a Rain Dance. And what's his special attack? It's actually okay. Incredibly enough, we're running a special Crawdaunt. An HP. That something like that. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and do a leftover. And it has Crab Hammer, which is 90, 85, and a high crit accuracy, but I think that's just a better. And my idea is, so we want to get rid of Brick Break though, and go for, do we get Pursuit? Do not get Pursuit on Crab. It's not great. What do we want to go here? What do we do for the last move? Maybe something like Ice Beam, just to kind of, you know, he's kind of a utility. He'll have Knockoff to get rid of an item. He's definitely not going to be our lead. But because of this, we're going to be running Kingdra. So this is going to kind of be our swap into that. You know, I'm thinking either Lum or Salac on it. Thinking Salac, and then we can go a substitute, Surf, Toxic, and HP Grass moveset, I think is the move on that Kingdra. Alright. So now we have to think about like what is going to be good against us. So we have special attacker, so we're definitely going to want to run Doug Trio Choice Band to Arena Trap in a Blissey, which get our Earthquake. We go for Rock Slide, HP Bug, and lastly we go Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb, or maybe no, I think we go Double Edge just for good neutral cut, and that'll just allow us for good trapping. Outside of that, trying to think. Because we don't really we need a good lead mon. Sure. Let's see. What are my spikers? What are my spikers? So we can do Cloister, Fortress, Skarmory, Omastar. I think we're gonna go Cloister with leftovers. Because that way we can have a Spikes. And a Rapid Spin guy and one Mon. We can get Explosion, and then after that, maybe we Rain Dance on this guy too. We're really setting up for that Kingdra. And then I think what we want to do is have a Lastmon Suicune as an option to be Calm Mind, Rest, Sleep, Talk, Surf. Okay, so then, and we have Dugtrio for the purpose of getting rid of Blissey. I think we need one other physical attacker. Thinking maybe we go Snorlax on. Do thick fat Snorlax with like Body Slam, Brick Break, Earthquake, and Shadow Ball or attack. And then if we're gonna pick somebody to be lead, we definitely want to move Oyster to lead, so we have our Spiker right off the start. Crawdaunt or Crawdaunt Rain offense, I think, kind of be the team. We can go ahead and validate it, make sure it's all good, and I'll go ahead and queue up a game. Guys, the most embarrassing thing just happened. I wasn't recording, but I want to show off this game because I want to do each team gets 3 games. I messed up, my bad. But we'll go ahead and we'll do an instant replay of this. So we'll go turn by turn. Starts with Cloyster. Substitutes on the Vaporeon. I get my spikes up. The Vaporeon, of course, is going to be the baton passing out to their Suicune, which I then get another spike up. I'm going to quickly realize Suicune's not what I want in, so I'm going to pivot out to my Snorlax here. He's going to start setting up with his Suicune exactly as you expect. Going to go ahead and keep Calm Minding on their Suicune. I Body Slam here, and I'm quite surprised it doesn't break, but it was the health from the Vaporeon with Suicune's defense, which makes sense it doesn't break. So we get it broken on the second one. He surfs here, and luckily we live 2 shots on that one, so we get that off there. And then we just keep going for Body Slams, hoping for a paralysis. And you'll see here, we are very lucky. We do get the paralysis. At this point, Snorlax is basically as good as dead, so I leave him as a sack. Go ahead and get that Body Slam off again. He's going to go ahead and surf, take out my Snorlax. That's understandable. I'm going to bring my Dugtrio. You will not, unbelievably lucky. I thought this would kill. He lived because he's very physically defensive, obviously, by a bold nature. But luckily, he got paralyzed, so I got the kill with 2 of those. Dugtrio is going to stay in here and get another kill with Earthquake. Dugtrio doing a lot for us. As you can start seeing, there is a evolution theme to it. So I go ahead and swap out my Dugtrio for my Crawdaunt, the featured Pokemon in this team. Unfortunately, Crawdaunt's not going to be doing much this game. He gets Toxic. I do notably knock off his leftovers, which was a massive deal, actually, because I made it to where Umbreon no longer gets any healing back from the shenanigans. I mean, Umbreon would have been full after dealing with Crawdaunt, if not for that knockoff there, because he's going to get all these protects off. Crawdaunt's going to slowly die to Toxic. I'm mean looked, obviously, so there's not much I can do to get him out of here. He uses Pursuit, which, I mean, I go ahead and set up Rain Dance here because I know I'm going to die this next turn. I just thought maybe if he like damages here, I might die. I probably should have honestly waited until this turn to do it. Either way, though, I get a Rain Dance up, meaning I have a Kingdra angle in. I'm going to want to substitute on my Kingdra because he's obviously going to be going for the Toxic. Then after this, I can go ahead and start surfing. I don't want a Toxic because he has Synchronize, and Synchronize would cause issues for me. So we just get a Surf. He protects to stall out Rain, which does make it to where that does less damage, but not a big deal. We do just get to keep slowly whittling down. Pursuit does so little since I'm not going to be swapping out, obviously. And just whittle him down. He got a crit there to fade it, although I think that would have done without a crit. We go ahead and click substitute on the Jolteon. Then we're going to be able to throw off a Toxic onto this Jolteon as our sub fades with that. Now my thought process here is with substitute fading. He'll go ahead and attack me. I'll live, and I can use the Select Berry to get +1. But unfortunately, Thunder Wave's there. But we're still set up pretty good with the Toxic. We just go ahead and leave Kingdra in because Kingdra served its purpose. Kingdra gets the kill on the Jolteon fantastically. He brings Espeon, 7% paralyzed Kingdra. That's a sack. You know, unfortunate, didn't get to really show off that berry. But we bring Dugtrio in. Earthquake picks up a kill very happily on that one. And he brings in Flareon, and it's very clear that at this point he's losing with that 23% Umbreon and a Flareon against our Dugtrio. That was the game. I just really wanted to show it off. I felt pretty good about the game, and I think it showed off the use of the team. I think it does show some clear weaknesses. Obviously, I noticed very quickly when the Suicune was starting to set up, we have no Phaser on the team. No, like, Skarmory or anything like that. So whenever there is a setup, can't really do much about that. But leave it as is, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next game. All right, guys, in an actual live game, not narrated this time, but we're in with Cloister on a Skarmory. He might have Taunt, which would be unfortunate. He goes for the Toxic. Totally fine. Cloister's main purpose is just to throw off spikes. So he's going to be getting up his spikes, but we go ahead and do that. He should get his third layer up here as we go ahead and go for a Rapid Spin. He roars us out. Not a big deal at all. So we'll go ahead and get a substitute up here. Actually, do we want to go for surf damage? Okay, now we get a substitute up here, I think. Surf. I don't know. Part of me wants substitute because he has toxic. But I think surf is the better option. I think he's gonna opt for a spike here, and then I think we sub on the next one. He goes Blissey. At this point, we go Snorlax is our move on that. Maybe I should have this as a Beauty so I can take Toxics on Snorlax. Maybe that's a mistake. Oh, when he goes that, I have Shadow Ball anyways. He might swap, checking for that, and that kills Starmie. That worked out, actually. I don't think he was predicting the Shadow Ball. Honestly quite good now because he has no way to get those out. Do I Body Slam to try and paralyze this thing? Because it's an issue. Yep, and then we go Crawdaunt here. Get a knockoff on it. He's probably going to get all his layers up. Not too much I can do to prevent or stop that. Go ahead and knock off again. There's no guy who likes getting knocked off. Now we can go ahead and go for Surf. He could Thunder us, but not too much we can do about that, man. It's Crawdaunt. This is not exactly the... we live the Thunderbolt, though, and don't quite kill the Gengar, unfortunately. I'm trying to think. We don't really have any... Fortunately, I would go Dugtrio here, but Dugtrio just gets entirely walled. And he goes for the Explosion. Maybe thinking that I might like go for a swap there, but I don't, so... Let's go ahead and go out to our Cloister so we can get a Rapid Spin to get rid of his spikes. That's fine. Rapid Spin again. And then we click Explode here on the Blissey. And we got to pick up Blissey there. That's fantastic. At this point, we don't have anyone with Rain Dance, unfortunately. But we just go ahead and we go out to our Suicune. And we click that crit right off the bat. Does a lot for us. He gets paralyzed on his Protect attempt. And we pick up a win there with 3 layers and a lot of our guys left over. Honestly, he pretty much lost that game on accident when he went Starmie on our Shadow Ball. I honestly would have gone back out Blissey if I was him to scout for the Shadow Ball. Because obviously that's like the only thing Snorlax can really do. You know, Snorlax normally has fighting, ground, and a normal move, and then he might have the ghost move. So scouting there would have made more sense, but he probably just really figured that my Snorlax is going to be swapping out on a Gengar and wants to go something that can get the 3 spikes I set up with Cloister off of. Cloister got a ton of value out of those spikes, and we'll go to the next one. And wowie, wouldn't you know it, we get a double Cloister lead. So we're just going to be trading spikes, I have to assume. Should be an interesting game. And then, does he have Rapid Spin or does he Explode? We might be here for a while, guys, if we have the same set. If he goes for Rapid Spin here and I go for Rapid Spin, we're just going to set up our spikes again. Is HP electric? What? Crazy. I've never seen that. And then we sub thinking that, I mean, maybe he does his spikes. Nope. That, and then we HP Grass on him. So he'll get 2 layers up, but I'll still have my Cloister to spin it later down the line if I want. Not really the worst, I think. So, I think we're definitely getting off good here. He protects there. That's not enough recovery for you to get it back. Sorry, buddy. I'm just gonna go for Hidden Power again here. I want you dead. Or swapped out. I have to imagine his last move's Explosion. That just makes the most sense on Cloister. I mean, maybe he's Surf. I wonder what hidden power is. If I had to guess, it's probably hidden power electric for like Scarm. That, okay. Go ahead and get a toxic off here. Moving on that. And then we go with the Crawdaunt. They never see the Crawdaunt coming here, I'm telling you. No one in their right mind would ever guess that. They could be Mega Drain. Or HP Grass. HP Grass kills. Okay. Stat block drop. We get that. Knock off. So, no Lumberry for it. But if it starts DDing, what are my options realistically? Which is this? Nothing. So I gotta go Snorlax and Body Slam and kind of really hope that I get a Body Slam paralysis. Otherwise, I think I lose to this guy. HP Flying. Do we get the paralysis? No. We have a chance to live here. And it really depends on what set it is. Earthquake does not get a kill here. No paralysis there either. Unfortunate. So we have to let that go down. Afterwards, I think we have to actually go our Suicune that we go ahead and surf on this guy. I think that's our only real option. Go Celebi, which... Go Doug Trio on. Come on, Doug, don't die to something. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Bye-bye, Celebi. It was great knowing you. Not really, but... Now, okay, and this does even kill Gyarados, so he cannot enter with Gyarados thinking that he might survive HP Bug and kill me. That's good to know. I mean, unless he's like a defensive Gyarados or something. At this point... No, I think I need to preserve that fella, because then I can just go this and Surf kills. Okay. So I've revealed all my guys, and I have a good amount of guys who are low. Interesting. I Surf here. A paralysis, man! Ooh. There's a very good chance at this point I basically just... I had to double edge here, actually. And he outspeeds me? Oh, he's like proper max speed. I think I just lose here. Yep, on the last one, we are just losing, guys. Dang, that 394 is an insane speed benchmark. I think the only thing faster than it is a, whatchamacallit? An Electrode. Unfortunate. So we won 2, lost 1. Again, I don't have a special wall on this team, really. I am weak to electric, considering I have 3 water types. Something... If I had to make changes, maybe... I mean, obviously, Crawdaunt is a weakness, but we're trying to... That's the whole point, is trying to use a Crawdaunt here. But maybe we could, like... I don't know, because we need a physical breaker. Maybe instead of Suicune, we have, like, a Blissey. A Calm Mind Blissey. So it's a special wall, and it can be like an endgame sweeper. That's the only thing I can really think of. And it benefits from clearing terrain. But either way, I feel pretty happy with this team. 2-1 record is a positive record, and I'll take it. But if you guys like the video, let me know, and that's all.